Hello everybody, welcome to Panama City, Panama. It is Mo Nuts November. Fiestas Patrias is this month in Panama. So we get to celebrate 3 Independence Days. Laugh my ass off. Yeah. What an interesting day today was. We got to see a tweet by Brent Morrissey and the team behind the upcoming documentary for HEX, where Richard is grasping 2 chains with the HEX symbol and saying that there's going to be the big party on December 2nd in London. How bizarre. I tweeted, I said, look guys, did you notice that it's 2 chains he's holding? And December 2nd happens to be the anniversary of the launch of HEX. Pretty sure that's the anniversary launch. If it's not, correct me, but I'm pretty sure. Because I was there on day 1. Remember, I was right over there at Multiplaza Mall, where I did my first purchase in the auction. Stopped everything we were doing. We were at dinner with some friends. Said, hey guys, I brought my laptop with me. I'm going to make a purchase today. Check this out. And I explained to them what HEX was, and I made my first couple ETH in the HEX auction. Should have waited a couple days, but hey, participated in history, right? And I think ETH back then was like $100. I'm edging. How many X's those who have been in HEX from the early days have made. So yeah, London, December 2nd. It looks like that's going to be, they're saying it's going to be today that was the big announcement. A lot of people didn't notice the 2 chains, but I have a feeling that's when Pulschain is going to launch. If nothing else, it will be the fork, right? That's people are still talking about a snapshot, like a snapshot was done. Richard did say that he was going, or possibly going, to forego the snapshot. And I know a couple of you mofos keep commenting that Richard never said it. Well, he said it, okay? He said he might just forego doing a snapshot and just launch so that he could avoid all of the speculators running up the prices in HEX and causing a huge red candle post-fork. Because that's what happens every time. I've been part of so many of these, and every freaking time you see the price of an asset go up like this, that's being forked, that's going to benefit from the fork, and then right afterward, bam, gets just smashed the second the clock rolls over. Reminds me of Big Payday, when HEX had its first big payday, or only big payday, and right afterwards the price dumped 80%, 80-something%, something like that. So I will share the image so you can take a look at it. I will share it on Twitter. Also, I want to talk about Aurochs. Congratulations to everybody who bought Aurochs, which is the Aurochs token. It's been pretty phenomenal lately. I mean, we peaked out at around $200 per token. Yesterday, I only have, I think, 1 million coins is their token supply. I don't care. Like HEX, I have mine staked for like 5 years. I got mine on day 1 when Aurochs launched Aurochs, way back when I was in Mexico. Got my coins and I just staked them. I mean, I love this concept. What HEX has taught me is go long, man. Get back, go for it. Hail Mary, baby. If the projects fail, you lose. If the projects win, holy crap. 5 years is a long term. And with HEX, we got 15-year stakes, so way longer. Axion's another one. Hail Mary, baby. Every stake I have with that copycat of HEX is 15 years. Every single stake. I went super long with that. So thank you, Richard, for teaching me the power of time. And instead of relying on a pump and just, for example, okay, I'm going to give you guys a perfect example. I launched Epic Cash. Epicash is a privacy coin on Mimblewimble. It was one of the last projects that I was part of the team, and that was I was with them from June 2019 all the way up until about June of 2020, and I helped do the social media. And shortly after launch, one of the members of the team kind of fell apart, and the project was in the dumps for a while, and myself and a couple other people in the 100% now voluntary team, because we were told we weren't going to get paid anymore, kept the project going, right? So I took my coins and I had a large bag. It was very similar to Bitcoin with its token economics, but there was no staking rewards or anything, right? So the only thing that I had to rely on at the time was price appreciation. So what I did is, when the price appreciated substantially, I would sell. And I would sell my Epicash, I would turn it into Ethereum, and then I would buy HEX with it. And then I would stake for long periods. And I did all this throughout 2020 and early 2021. And it paid off huge. So, but if I would have just held my Epicash recently hit $3 or something when I was buying them at a penny. So that would have been a 300x. But in the scheme of things, what is 300x compared to what could be 20,000, 30,000x, 50,000x, 100,000x by holding for 10 to 15 years with HEX. So I love privacy coins. I think they're great. I think everybody should have some. I still own some Epicash. I sold everything else that I had that was privacy related, just because I think it's a waste of time, and I think we don't need a lot of them. Just have some. And it's not to get rich. It's just to protect assets, right? In my opinion, it's more of something to use transactional. I hope that in the future we have some privacy on the Pulschain blockchain, and I think there will. I think HEX, or not HEX, but the Pulschain devs will come up with something. If not the Pulschain devs, there'll be a third party that will come up with something for Pulschain. Just makes sense. It's going to happen, guys. It's inevitable. So let's talk about the HEX price. So I posted yesterday a chart from Aurochs stating that we had gone green on the daily. I'll show you the chart here, where Aurochs has something called the Aurochs indicator. And if you have a certain amount of Aurochs staked, it's not going to be free for much longer, I heard. A lot of these indicators are supposed to be paid only, right? The Aurochs indicator is going to be one of them. You're going to need a certain amount of Aurochs staked in order to be able to use these indicators. So Aurochs indicator is one of those special indicators that are proprietary for Aurochs, and a lot of the Hexkins use it ever since I've been telling them about it. So yesterday, HEX went green on the daily. And the Aurochs indicator isn't necessarily meant to be used on Uniswap pairs. The CEO told me one day, he corrected me, he goes, "Randy, we're not supposed to be using this on Uniswap. It's meant to be used on exchanges, sexes." But I don't use sexes, so, and the coins that I buy are decentralized coins. They're not something that's on CEX. So, but it works. It might not be meant to be used that way, but it still works for me. So I still share it with the community, showing you when the Aurochs indicator turns green. And also the Aurochs indicator is not meant to be used on the 15, 30, hourly, and 4-hour charts. The longer you go, the more accurate it is. So yesterday we went green. Today it stayed within the day rolled over, and the Aurochs indicator is still green on the daily. So it's very bullish. Also, the monthly is green. Super bullish, right? So I'm waiting for the weekly to go green. I think it will soon. If HEX starts moving up in price a little bit, And if we could stay at this level for a time being, the weekly will go green as well. Just we have to wait till the week rolls over on Sunday. Hopefully they'll get all 3 green. If all 3 are green, man, holy shit, we're flying. Maybe not flying. I don't know. It just looks like every time HEX makes a move, we go up 3, 4, 5, 6x, and we come down 50% of that. 3, 4, 5, 6x, we come down 50% of that or more, right? I was saying that we can go as low as 10 cents. Because that's where the support line is, using Aurochs lines. It says 10 cents is our major support. That's great. If that does happen, we might have one of those really big wicks that come down, but it's not going to stay there long at all. It'll be bought back up. I know tons of people have buy support above 12 or 10 cents. So it'll just wick down, boom, and bounce back up. So if that's what you want and you think it might still happen, then I would, put in your limit orders using Matcha, or I think you can even do it on Aurochs now. I think they have it within the platform. I'm on the team. I don't even know if they could. They have so many features coming out. It's ridiculous. So check the different ways you could set your limit orders. But it's a great way to do it on Uniswap. I think 1inch also has that availability. So that's about it. We're sitting at 22 cents or so right now. Where are we going? People are speculating the snapshot was done. I don't think so. I think there is not going to be a snapshot. I think it's just going to be a fork. And that's going to happen on December 2nd, in my humble opinion. That's what it looks like it's going to happen. All right? So get your big boy pants on. We're about to have 3 coins to monitor. HEX, EHEX, and Pulse. And I'm hoping that within 2 years, HEX, EHEX, and Pulse will all be in the top 10 on Nomics and other crypto sites that show us the different market caps and all that. So we'll see. I'm very excited for the future of anybody who listened and got in on this ride, the magic carpet ride. Cheers from Panama.